Excited to have Dan from Woodbury in studio today.
I feel like my Gophers pick was kind of I didn't want to hurt recruiting, so I really thought they were going to get killed, and I wish they could have that back. I'm not going to worry about recruiting anymore.
Yeah, I don't think at some point it has to be about what's in your conscience.
That's it.
And we all know because we all know
have one.
Everything you say is from the heart.
Right. I have one.
Until you change your mind.
Yeah. Well, you don't have one. You don't have a heart that, what is it again?
I don't have the heart for the challenge.
Yeah, you don't have the heart for the challenge.
Yeah.
Courage
I do.
Of the challenge or whatever.
I do.
I am shocked, I will admit. I doubted Carl Gerbschmidt. I doubted we'd even be able to find you.
Why?
Because your team embarrassed itself, and generally... What are you laughing?
You want to portray it? Is that what you think?
Well,
first of all, we almost won the game. If it wasn't for the cheating of the referees and the unlucky part of the game,
and the two onside kicks, you mean, and the
it's not like we recovered them. We still were within one touchdown. I mean, let's be honest. It was you're very. Don't you feel very lucky to get out? Don't you feel kind of dirty after that game?
I think the Vikings were outplayed by Green Bay. I agree with you.
No question, they were outplayed by Green Bay.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of upset.
How so?
Well, here this is purportedly some sort of competition, right? So we're trying to win this.
Yes.
And I noticed that the moment you get like 3 games ahead of me, all of a sudden we're not picking 4 games anymore.
Isn't that funny? I didn't think of that either.
If you get 5 ahead, we're going to pick 1 game. But that's not
Minnesota. That's not a bad idea.
They're not very sporting over there.
By the way, did you see a Travel and Leisure magazine called? These are from visitors. This isn't from a bunch of editors getting in a room.
Right.
They have ranked the Twin Cities metropolitan area as the smartest metro area in the country.
Oh, don't be. I lived there. Okay?
I know.
Okay,
that's why you couldn't cut it. You left because you weren't smart enough.
Hellhole is what it is. It's like I think anybody who lives there is just stupid de facto. I mean,
it's an awful big word for you, Carl.
You're still living there. You're stupid.
Now, it's not according to this survey.
Well, okay, it's probably written by some guy in
Wisconsin is not even on the survey.
Well, it's because it's biased. It's typical media bias. You can find statistics that will support anything.
Can I, before we get to the picks here, you hinted about some sort of class action lawsuit related to something.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to comment on that.
Well, what's it about, though? You can say what it's about.
I would just say that maybe not everybody gets treated the same in your state. Maybe some people get treated differently.
Are you talking about
something happened at the game?
I'm not saying anything because my brother says to keep it under wraps until we get,
Does this have to do with the fight that your brother got into with the woman, the Vikings?
No, this has nothing to do with that, and nobody hit anybody.
Your brother didn't get stabbed, did he?
No.
Did you hear about the story about the idiot Packer fan who stabbed a Seahawks fan, actually, outside of a restaurant on Lyndale Avenue, Minneapolis?
And you people are the smart people, huh?
Well, I mean, are you proud of that? I mean,
well, first of all, we don't know for a fact what would provoke it. I mean, you don't know. I mean, so you're saying.
So what would have been enough to provoke it?
You're kind of going against the biblical eye for an eye thing.
Yes, I am.
How do we know that the guy would pull a knife on him first?
Well, the cops would indicate.
So you should get a lawyer on your show and talk to him about that crap.
We have one, Ron Rosenbaum, Reasonable Doubt Radio.
You can get my brother Mark. He's the best lawyer in Wisconsin.
Of course he is. Didn't you say that? Was that Chewy's lawyer?
Can you say Wisconsin again?
Wisconsin.
Okay. Now, I'd like the way you say it. I love the emphasis.
Well, are you guys on a show together now?
Yes.
Was he
Super Show.
Was he Chewy's lawyer?
What is it called?
Bumper to Bumper.
Okay.
Oh, Super Show right now.
So it sounds like a stupid show.
Well, you're on it. I'm gonna break it to you.
Huh?
We're gonna start with the baseball game. Believe it or not.
Yeah, and I have to pick a baseball game.
Yeah, and this won't be odds.
Because it's an NFL week off, so it doesn't. I'll pick.
Yeah, it is a bad week for the NFL. I will. I'll actually agree with you.
It's like a week off.
Well, it's not a week off. There's still teams playing. Carl.
Packers not playing.
Now, thank God for them because they might want to fix that line.
Well, look, but we're going to be fine.
They might want to go back to a 4-3 defense is what they might want to do.
We have won 12 World Championships, okay? And we have 3 Super Bowls. How many do we have again?
What does that got to do with this year?
You put that together, because history matters, Dan. Okay, if you do not know your history, you are doomed to repeat it. Okay?
All right.
History matters.
Well,
How many Super Bowls have you won?
Well, wouldn't you like to repeat the past? Why would you be doomed in your case?
You just want to just ignore it, don't you?
Twins Yankees tonight.
It's easier for you that way, isn't it?
Twins Yankees tonight, game 2.
Answer the man. easier, isn't it?
How do I work a spread?
Well, there's no spread. We're just going to pick winner on this game.
The winner?
Twins Yankees tonight. You're in last place, so you go first.
Aren't you embarrassed to even be in this series?
What do you mean? Why should the Twins be embarrassed to be in the postseason? You don't have to apologize for being
killed. I mean, the Yankees took the whole. Didn't even show up till halfway through the last game, and they still won.
We were tired.
The Twins are terrible.
No, they're just tired.
Who's pitching for the Twins?
We got Blackie going tonight.
He's real good. Let's rank all the pitchers in the American League. Where would he be? Like 73rd?
Well, not that low.
Yeah, he's pretty bad. So I don't think there's even close. I don't see why anyone could even think about picking at Twins.
So you're saying the Yankees will win tonight? That's the feeling I'm getting?
Is there a 10-run rule?
It's running time in baseball. It's running time.
10-run rule.
Yeah, it could very well be.
Yeah.
Dan from Woodbury, I think you're up.
Well, you know me, I'm not much for past performances, so I'm not going to say, well, Blackie pitched so well in that 163rd game last year that he will here. But in his most recent outing, he did pitch well. And I think he just seems to be pitching well. He's the best pitcher the Twins have, I think.
At least right now.
If they're going to win a game, I do believe this is the game they'll win. If they get it back to Metrodome, I guess all bets could be off. But if they're going to stay in this series, I picked them to win it in 5.
Yeah.
So they have to win this game.
Pick 2 to win it. The Yankees in 5?
Twins in 5. And I'll stick with that pick. And that would mean they would I don't think they're going to win 3 in a row. So
that's tough to do.
I think Blackburn is going to rise to the occasion. Not only is Blackburn pitching in the dead of night, he will pitch deep into the night, and I think the Twins will win.
Gertzy?
The Twins do have the guy they want on the mound tonight. The Yankees starter, not really known for his postseason prowess, much like CC Sabathia, but we saw that a couple of nights ago. It doesn't really matter. The Yankees will win Game 2.
That's negative.
I know. Why are you looking at me? You both picked against him, didn't you?
No. You just picked the Twins to win. You pay attention to that chair less than he did when he was in that chair, and that's saying something.
I'm on the dump button to make sure Carl doesn't say anything I have to dump.
There's that. Twins will win tonight.
You know what button?
It's a long story. The Twins will win tonight. Unfortunately, I don't think... So funny.
You guys think it's...
Well, it's not that. It's one baseball game. Carl, are you accusing someone else of being delusional when it comes to...
I think you're out of your mind.
Well, that might be.
I think you're insane.
Blackie's going to get it done tonight. We're rested. We're rested.
I'm talking to here.
We're rested. Unfortunately, the bad news is the Yankees, I don't think it's like they're going to curl up in the fetal position if it's a split after 2. I picked the Yankees to win the series in 4. So I'll say Twins win tonight. Yankees back here do what they've done the last couple times. Then they'll come back here and win the next 2. But I like our club tonight for some reason. I don't know why. New England, Denver. Denver. Now we're going to football.
Okay.
Did he pick?
Yeah, he picked.
The
he picked first. He picked the Yankees.
Oh, I thought maybe he was going to pull a fast one up.
No, he picked. New England is on the road, favored by 3.5 over the undefeated, much ridiculed before the season started, but pretty plucky Denver Broncos. Carl?
It's a tricky game because it's a whole junior G-man coach that Denver has, who's used to be in New England, who thinks he's Bill Belichick's little brother or something, but he's not. And I think New England is pissed. That's what I think. So and also Denver against the spread with a winning record is 6-13 the last 19 times they've played.
You're studying this stuff too closely.
So it's not helping me at all.
No.
I'm going to take New England and to cover the points because I think they're pissed.
So you're taking New England to cover, favored by 3.5.
Denver's been lucky, I think.
Dan from Woodbury.
Having lived in the Rocky Mountain region for a number of years, I know a little something about the weather. Calcutta Clipper, lakefront influence, then out. I think the weather is going to be...
I think it's supposed to be chilly, isn't it?
I think there's going to be snow in Denver. And so...
Carl,
I didn't realize we had to predict the weather.
Carl, what are you eating? It's embarrassing. Don't eat while you're on the air.
A guy has potato chips. I can have some potato chips I want.
Ah, great.
I don't know if this
If
is
he
the
would
big...
hold my attention, I wouldn't bother.
I don't know if this is the biggest game for Denver in years, but I'm just going to say it is because they haven't been much on the radar, have they? Really,
No,
Denver?
no, this was...
And so I think this is a big game for them. And New England still has that reputation and the pedigree. I like Denver. I don't know why. I guess